Welcome to Healthy Living, giving you 1,000 ways to stay healthy and live longer. Healthy Living promotes personal cleanliness, environmental hygiene, and engages physicians, medical practitioners, and experts on health discussions to enlighten and educate you on various health issues and providing personal preventive measures against diseases. Thank you for joining us. On today's episode, we are talking depression. Depression is a group of conditions associated with elevation or lowering of person's mood, such as bipolar disorder. Depression is a mood disorder that can affect a person's daily life. It may be described as feelings of sadness, loss, or anger. People experience depression in different ways. It may interfere with your daily work, resulting in lost time and lower productivity. It can also influence relationships and some chronic health conditions. Sadness, feeling down and having a loss of interest or pleasure in daily activities are familiar feelings for all of us, but if they persist and affect our lives substantially, the issue may be depression. Possible causes of depression. Some events that can trigger depression may include the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, the loss of a job, a car accident, some kind of rejection, etc. Depression is considered a serious medical condition that can get worse without proper treatment. Those who seek treatment often see improvements in symptoms in just a few weeks. Symptoms of depression: feelings of sadness, tearfulness, emptiness or hopelessness, anger outbursts, irritability or frustration, even over small matters, loss of interest or pleasure in most or all normal activities such as sex, hobbies, sports, and other things. Sleep disturbances, including insomnia or sleeping too much. Tiredness and lack of energy, so even small tasks takes extra effort. Reduced appetite and weight loss or increased cravings for food and weight gain. Suicidal thoughts, suicide attempts or suicide. Whatever it is, don't joke with depression. Always take symptoms of depression seriously, as depression doesn't just go away on its own. While there are many things you can do to support your mental health, don't try to just handle your symptoms alone. Talk to your doctor and discuss some of the self-help strategies that may support your treatment. But while you are on your way to the doctor, we are gonna give you some home tips right on this program. Home remedy to combat depression: sleep, get more sleep. Exercise, get more exercise. This doesn't mean that you should train for a marathon, but it does mean putting in half hour or so of low intensity activity each day. Change your thoughts. Thinking good thoughts can help you feel good. Your thoughts truly do have a direct bearing on your mood. Do something new, like take a lesson, learn a foreign language, learn a vocation. Facts you must know about depression. The problem is that depression often causes people to withdraw, and this causes isolation and loneliness. Even when you don't feel like going out or being social, try reaching out in whatever way is most comfortable for you. If you experience persistent feelings of hopelessness, sadness, and helplessness, you are not alone. Millions of people live with depression. Why many people learn to manage daily life with symptoms of depression? There is one that requires immediate attention: suicidal ideation. If you are at a point where you are experiencing suicidal thoughts, that is red alert. Very important and urgent that you speak to a doctor now. With the right interventions, depression is treatable and suicide is preventable. Depression is a very serious mental health issue, but with the proper assistance and guidance, depression is very treatable. Depression does not mean the end of an individual's story. As a matter of fact, many people have experienced depression, gotten the necessary treatment, and come back stronger than ever. There is always hope and room for rehabilitation and improvement. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is Healthy Living, giving you 1,000 ways to stay healthy and live longer. We've been talking depression from the home tips segment, and we'll take you to our doctor's desk, where we'll be enlightening you more on COVID-19 and the vaccine. Now, join me. Let's go to our doctor's desk and meet our expert for the day.
Yes.
When you've been around someone who tested positive after you've been with him.
Yes, yeah. Thank you very much.
All
That's
right.
a very important question and scenario we see all the time. But I think one thing we should get very clearly is you must be on the watch, on your guard all the time, or else you may not even know the person has COVID.
True.
Very few people will come back and tell you, my friend, they diagnosed me as COVID. Many people will just keep mute. Many people may have the infection, go through it without knowing. You come across people in the market, in the supermarket, in workplace of worship, okay, in schools and public spaces, who you may never see again for a very long time. Many of them have what we call asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic COVID. So a key word is for you to behave as if the next person may have COVID.
Yes.
So that's why the guidelines and protocols rolled out by NCDC, by the Catholic Church, and if you go on any health forum, it's very clear. Protect yourself, wear your face mask properly all the time, keep your hands clean, frequent hand washing, or you use your sanitizer. Also make sure that you avoid crowded places.
Yes.
Maintain physical distance, 2 meters, like we are here in the studio.
That's true.
Minimum, we have to insist on 2 meters.
True.
We almost measured it.
You know, that's what I was going to say.
So
when doctor stepped in here first, he said you don't have your nose mask, and if you don't have it on in the next few minutes, I'll be out of here. I'm like, oh doctor, please stay with us. We have the nose mask. So here we are.
Yes.
And then coming to our sitting position, he insisted these meters must be between
exactly.
us. And the thing is, for my safety and for his safety
Fantastic.
too. So it is good for us to follow the presidential COVID-19 protocol
Protocols.
for our own
Exactly.
All right, doctor. Asymptomatic.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, asymptomatic cases, which form the bulk of cases, more than 80% of people with COVID don't have symptoms, no cough, no fever, no weakness, no tiredness, no sore throat, nothing whatsoever. But yet they transmit the disease.
Wow.
And this is very common among the young people.
Wow.
So the young children at home, they go out, their immunity is so strong, they pick the virus, they don't show any sign.
Wow.
They are super spreaders. They come home and the parents are there lovingly hugging and jumping up and they transmit that infection to you.
Wow.
And you as the parents, you are elderly, your immune system is not as sound as the younger people.
Yes.
Then you come down with a severe disease. Many with complications. There are people that have multiple organ failure, kidney failure, heart failure, liver failure, and they need to be supported with a lot of equipment which may not be readily available.
Wow.
And many people have succumbed to the disease because of these complications. So just behave as if the next person may have COVID. Take your precautions. Maintain your hygiene, hand hygiene, cough etiquette, physical distancing, social distancing. Don't go for any crowded activity, especially if you know you're advanced in age, okay, for your own good. Now, if we're able to take these measures, we have seen that the prevalence, as the burden of the disease, comes down.
Okay.
All right? So the advice is for people to make sure, wherever you are, whether you're in the church, whether you're in the market, whether you are out for exercise or games, make sure that you are protected. Wear your face mask properly and all the time. And maintain your hand hygiene. Wash your hands frequently with soap and running water. And then make sure that you don't go into crowded places.
Okay.
Once you're able to do that, to a very large extent, you'll be protected.
Okay. All right, doctor. Thank you very much. As an FCT Health coordinator, please, what intervention do you have from your office to curb the spread of this COVID-19?
Yes, we keep appealing to our people, whether in the places of worship, whether in the market, in public places, in schools. We've had cases in schools, reported from schools.
That's true.
And so wherever you are, please stick to these preventive guidelines. Don't let your guard down. Suspect every other person as probably carrying the virus. That way you will not be infected.
Wow.
And if you do that, even the vaccines we're expecting may come and we may not need so much of it because people will have developed some immunity over time. But the vaccines, as we know, are protective, and if they come, whenever they come, and you are opportune to be availed the opportunity, go get a shot of the vaccine, and if you need to take 2 shots, go for the second dose. And that way, you'll be able to build what we call herd immunity.
Okay.
And if we're able to build herd immunity, that means many people have some protection.
Okay.
And the few that may not even have taken the vaccine will also be protected.
Okay.
And that way we'll be able to move freely, go and worship as we used to, and meet with our friends. And now you see your friend, you can't even recognize your friend.
Doctor, are you sure? That's one of the things. Are you sure that a time will still come where we meet?
Yeah.
The way we used
definitely.
Hug and all that.
Celebrate Christmas.
I'm telling you.
Okay. Go to church, shake your hands,
from the same.
receive your Holy Communion on your tongue.
Oh my God.
We'll get back to that, but for now, before that time comes, let us take preventive measures seriously. If we do that, we will live to see when we go back to that these days. Yeah.
We all pray so. Take your precautions seriously as the COVID-19 presidential what do they call them? Regulations on COVID-19.
Very, very straight and clear.
Yes, it's very straight
and clear. It's mandatory for you to use your face mask in public spaces. And any corporate organization that doesn't do that will be penalized.
Yes.
Individuals can be fined and may even go to jail for 6 months. So it's very clear.
Wow.
Yeah,
that regulation is already on.
Yeah, it's on since the 26th of January this year. The president signed it to law.
Wow.
And we have to adhere to it. The law enforcement agencies have been empowered to enforce that law. Yes. Transporters must make sure they don't overload their vehicles.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Especially transporters.
Public spaces, 50% of capacity. All right. And places of worship, not more than 50%.
Yes.
So crowded places, not more than 50. Social events, most of them have been suspended for now.
Yes.
So once we're able to control the pandemic, life will begin to come back. But now we are seeing a second wave, and people must take this seriously.
Is that second wave, Doctor? Second wave, we are actually going to get to the second wave.
Yes.
However, Doctor, let me quickly ask, as the chairman of the Archdiocesan Health Commission, what is your intervention from that office towards the curbing of this pandemic?
In the FCT and even across all the Catholic doctors. I'm president of the Catholic doctors in Nigeria. So as far as that is concerned, we work together with other parishes to ensure that every parish has a health commission, all right, or committee that will help to oversee the health of the parishioners in that parish. The Archbishop, His Grace, Archbishop Kaigama is very serious about this in the FCT.
Yes.
And all the dioceses, the parishes in the diocese have been asked to make sure they establish that committee so that they have to organize and coordinate preventive measures, not only for COVID, other diseases. All right? COVID will come and go.
That's true.
We have Ebola around the corner in some West African countries. So we continuously, malaria is there with us, okay? So we have to continuously engage parishioners to improve their health. So from the Archdiocesan Commission, we are reaching out to all the parishes with the support of the Archbishop to ensure that they have these statutory bodies in place. And we're also constituting a monitoring team that will go and support these different parishes and make sure they're able to conform with the presidential order and also the Archdiocesan regulations on COVID-19.
Wow.
So we also talk about diet. People need to eat well, we need to rest well so that they improve their immunity, all right? And take a lot of vegetables and fruits, natural things that will give you all the vitamins, the minerals, the zinc, the vitamin C that you need, you know, to protect yourself properly and build your immune system against COVID and other diseases. So that way, we have people who are healthy, and we are also promoting what Christ came to promote: health, heal the sick, right?
Yes.
And then give succor to those who are already suffering.
True.
So that way we are able to reinforce that and also join in evangelizing the people.
Wow.
So the Archdiocesan Commission is very a handful of individuals very committed working with the Archdiocese to make sure we promote health.
Oh, wow. That is so enlightening. I have learned a lot from the doctor today. A lot of things I do not know about the COVID-19 before now, I learned from the doctor. I hope that you too have learned from him. And we advise you to stay and live in compliance with the new reality. The new reality, the new normal now is that you have to put on your face masks when you're going out to public, keep washing your hands with soap and water, and keep sanitizing your hands so you won't contact the disease and you won't spread the disease. So we say live in compliance with the presidential COVID-19 protocols. Thank you for joining us. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
We also recommend that before vaccinating Nigerians, our medical experts must ensure that the vaccines have been subjected to appropriate tests for genuineness. We must have the correct vaccine. We must have the vaccine that does not hurt our people, does not injure our people, does not cripple our people. Our medical experts and scientists must ensure that what we get in Africa are vaccines that are genuine and will help us truly against this disease. And also, we must be careful that these vaccines are properly stored. It's very easy to acquire the vaccines. What about storage? If they bring you vaccines which must survive, which must be kept in a temperature that is very, very cold, where do you store them? And if they bring them and they start giving people, will it be safe? Have they not been contaminated? Because of lack of proper storage, the government must think about this and do it well, so that when the vaccines come, everybody will get it and we will get the correct vaccine and the genuine type.
COVID-19 is real. Do everything to protect yourself, your neighbors, and your loved ones. Please help me to do my little bit, my humble little bit, to the glory of God.
Join His grace in propagating and promoting healthy living among individuals, families, churches, schools, and communities to enhance a healthier and safer society for a more productive nation. You too can join the community-to-community campaign showing on Catholic television. We are taking this sensitization and enlightenment campaign from community to community, speaking the language they will understand. Yes, so na so e be. Abeg, e better now as una dey wash una hands well with soap and water. E good too as una dey maintain social distancing. E go better pass if una dey comot from una house dey go somewhere. Make una dey wear una face mask even as una dey inside motor. Drivers, abeg make una too dey try dey maintain this social distancing. If na 4 person una dey carry for motor before, abeg make una try dey carry 3 or even 2 sef. Na for our own good we dey talk this thing, no. Make una do am for love, make una wear am for love. Ẹ wọ ohun ìdáàbòbò imú tí àwọn òyìnbó pè ní face mask. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa fọwọ́ wa pẹ̀lú omi àti ọṣẹ dáradára. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa ṣe nítorí ìfẹ́, kí a sì máa wọ̀ nítorí ìfẹ́. Were ha ndị oyibo kpọrọ face mask na-ekpuchi iru gị mgbe ọbụla ị nọ n'ọgbakọ. Were mmiri na ncha na-akwụ aka gị nke ọma mgbe ọbụla. Na-ekpuchi iru gị maka ịfụnanya. Na-eme nke a maka ịfụnanya. A dinga wanke hannu sosai da sabulu da ruwa. Duk lokacin da za ku fita, a sa takunkumi mai hanshi. Ku sa shi don sayayya. Ku yin shi don sayayya. Not just about the COVID-19, but about the vaccine. The rumors you've been hearing about the vaccine, is it safe, is it not safe? Now you have heard for yourself. So the choice is up to you to make, either to take the vaccine or not to take the vaccine. But if the vaccine is made safe, then we all will take it. Remember that you can send us your questions or inquiries via the number scrolling on your screen. Follow us on our social media handles as displayed on the screen. And for advert placement and sponsorship, contact us via the number scrolling on your screen. Until I come your way again soonest, I am Nelly Joseph, and I will see you around.